Greetings, duelists, and welcome back to the Underground. This is episode 25, and we did it, lads. Like, Malice topped YCS 300, and it was not just one, not two, not three, but four. Four Malice decks made it to top 8 in the three different YCSs, and I kind of want to talk about them. Like, the first thing we need to take into consideration is these were not small YCSs. Like, Guadalajara had 1,200 players. Like, Dortmund had 2,600 players, which was the biggest one. And then we have YCS Richmond. They had around 2,300 players. That's a really big sample size, considering like it is the very beginning of the format. Yeah, let's talk about some of these lists. Let's start with Guadalajara first. This made top 4. And before we talk about the lists that were being played at this event, I kind of want to talk about my stance with Malice, like in this format as a whole. If you've been on this channel, you already saw the past few episodes. This deck is very adaptable to the new format. Like, White Binder being gone is a really big hit, but we have a lot of tools in our arsenal that just makes very strong combos. The combo potential of this deck is still very strong. The M boards that it can produce are also really strong. The fact that it was in nobody's radar, or a lot of people just got caught off guard thinking that White Binder was enough to like push the deck out of contention, is another really big factor here. And the other thing to note is this is still an experimental format. We're at our second week after the ban list took into effect. The only thing we had going for us before this YCS was a bunch of regional tops and pro players that have been experimenting and playing with the deck like as a whole. That being said, Malice did take 4 spots in the entire top 8 of all 3 YCSs, making it the second most represented deck in Top Cut. The first one being Draco Tail, to no one's surprise, and even though we didn't win any of those YCSs, 2 of us made to top 4, and that's a really big deal. Like, this is something a lot of people are not going to ignore. Malice isn't as strong as some other decks out there, but the fact that it made it this far will make people respect the deck a lot more. Now let's go talk about the lists. So the Guadalajara list is right here. This one made top 4. And the first thing that caught my eye is the Ghost Spell in the main deck. Like, Ghost Spell is a card that not a lot of people thought about playing in the main because it conflicted with Dominant Impulse, but Ghost Spell is extremely strong right now. Also, we see FF Veiler. FF Veiler is another card that I wasn't expecting to be seen in this list, but targeting negation is just really strong right now. Like, these common cards like Veiler and like Imperm are cards that a lot of people don't have a lot of safeguard against. So yeah, besides that, everything looks very standard. Bestials just being natural extenders in the deck is just everything normal. We see Heat Soul in the extra deck, like they opted for the Heat Soul line. We also see Typhon and we see double Lingeribo. Typhon was not being played for a long time in Malice, but now people are playing it. And the double Lingeribo makes a lot of sense. If we do look at this format, you just look at Draco Tail and you look at some other cards, like other strategies. Like, for example, Lingeribo is very strong against Vanquish Soul because it does check their trap card, which will put them in a position where they either have to do something about the Lingeribo before you try like playing against their board, or they just have to flip the Snow Devil with the fear of you just summoning the Lingeribo like outright. The fact that we can play Dominant Impulse just makes the Vanquish Soul matchup not as hard as it was before. Vanquish Soul is still not a good matchup for us, but with just one Holy Sue, with like a lot less powerful defensive cards like on our turn 0, and their boards just being natural Vanquish boards instead of like really strong K9 boards makes it okay for us. I see the Link Spider over here, like they kind of want to be prepared for Nibiru, and I will say it, like Nibiru was not popular this past weekend, which is something that kind of helps to this deck's advantage. So we see in the side deck Retaliating Sea and Perulia, like those are natural just outliers. Shifter is in the side. You will see that the other 3 lists are maining Shifter, but we also see Mistaken Arrest. Like Mistaken Arrest is a card that we haven't seen in Malice in a while, or in any deck in general. That card was naturally just strong against Mitsurugi, and it was played for a while. Now it comes back, and I think the #1 reason is because of Radiant Typhoon. That card is just really, really strong against that deck. Yeah, so this is the Guadalajara list. They're not playing TB11, and I don't fault them for it. I do like TB11 still, but yeah. So this one is from Richmond. This one made top 8, and the thing to take out of this one is they're not playing 06. The main reason they're not playing 06 is because they're not playing Heat Soul. Instead of Heat Soul, they are playing Protect Code Talker. We also see that they're playing Terahertz. We did talk about Terahertz in this channel, like I think last week. This is just a really good card again, and like the result is just showing here, like the fact that this can just dish out the Save Worm. This being a firewall monster means Protect Code Talker can respawn itself like on your opponent's turn and just give you like a second wind like of resources. Yeah, this is pretty strong. We see both Mocha armies in the main deck. Perulia was really, really popular in Richmond, and it is very justified. Like with Radiant Typhoon and Vanquish Soul just being top tier strategies, this card just is a natural fit into the main deck for a meta game like this one. We see 4 Bestials instead of 2, which just aids into the combo potential of this deck. This list is a lot less consistent than the other one because it's not playing Allure. It's like there aren't that many consistency cards in this list, so I mean you could say that the Mocha armies make up for it, but they also are on 2 Lingurebos. I think 2 Lingurebos is going to be a standard moving forward. Since they are playing a lot of Mocha armies, they need to take advantage of them, so that's where Almirage comes in. Yeah, they are also playing Cherubini, and you're probably thinking, are they doing it because of Super Quads? Nope, they're not. They're playing Radiant Typhoon as an engine. I will talk about this on another Underground episode, but this engine is very, very popular right now. A lot of lists are playing it, not just Malice. But the fact that the Malice strategy are playing this engine when they go first just makes it so the combo potential of the deck playing through hand traps is a lot easier for them. Yeah, very understandable why it's here. We also see Gamma and Delta. And Delta is really, really good right now. And yeah, everything else looks very standard as far as Malice goes. This is another one for Richmond. So this one, they are playing Veiler, just like the Guadalajara one. They are playing Shifter in the main. This one is has a little bit more consistency. It does have a lore. Again, we do see Mistaken Arrest. I think this card is gonna be very popular moving forward. They opted to side the Fualos instead of maining it. I really do like this approach. If you've been watching my deck reports, you've noticed that I've not been maining Fualos as of late. Fualos is not a bad card this format. There are still a lot of combo decks out there. However, the two biggest outliers in the format, at least prior to this YCS, were Radiant Typhoon and Draco Tail, and this doesn't do very much against both of them. But yeah, it's very solid list. They are playing Heat Soul, which is kind of odd for me that they're playing Heat Soul because they're not playing 06. Like, they probably got to the danger range of their life point, the depletion, very quickly. But, you know, if you are comboing off with the deck properly, you shouldn't be worried about your life points that much. Maybe post-Blazing Dominion, when Solemn Report is a thing, people will respect the life point tax of this without GWC. And then we have our last list. This oh, never mind. This we saw all the deck lists. Malice is just really strong right now. Like, you kind of have to respect this deck. What's gonna happen now that this happened? Is Malice a really good deck right now? Is it a top tier contender? I think what contributes to Malice the most is the side deck. Like these really powerful side deck cards, like Fissure, Mistaken Arrest, Anti-Spell Fragrance, Rivalry of the Warlords, Dimension Shifter. Like, all those cards are just really, really good right now. Which means post-side, if Malice wins the die roll, is really, really hard for the Malice player to lose, because there is a lot of cards post-side that are just really strong against them. Yeah. So, that being said, I think people will respect Malice moving forward. The fact that this deck got a lot of tops, well, I say a lot, but, you know, 4 spots in top 8, being the second most topping deck, will have people's eyes on it. Which means you will see cards like Super Polymerization, well, not necessarily this card, but I wouldn't be surprised if I see Meow, Super Poly, and Lancia in people's side deck moving forward. Like, for future events. Like, if they don't do this, like, Malice is just gonna keep topping. I kind of want to talk about a few niche picks. Like, I do think Phantasme is a really good card that people are not looking at right now. Not only is this card really good against Malice, it's also really good against Yummy, and it's also good against Radiant Typhoon. Like, a lot of targeting cards are happening right now, so this card just being very naturally good against like a lot of strategies that do that approach is very welcomed. Another card I want to talk about is Simul Archfiends. I think this card is also really strong against Malice. I wouldn't want to see people play this card, but funnily enough, the Yummy Feedsmith deck that did get second place in Guadalajara can actually side this card. If you've seen the list, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so that's all I have for you guys today. I kind of just want to bring up the fact that, like, Malice really represented this YCS. Like, I think this is a testament of the deck's power. The fact that the deck has numerous really big hits and got this far kind of makes people think that this deck can even rival Tier Elements at the power level that it has in resiliency on, like, after getting hit. But yeah, until next time, stay tuned. I will talk about the Radiant Typhoon engine in this deck, like, for the next episode, which will probably be in the next upcoming days. But yeah, until the next time, keep practicing and keep dueling.